17?
Your whole ass, not your half ass. With your whole ass, not your half ass.
What's wrong, Joe? What is wrong, Joe?
Hey y'all, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah.
Live. We in this piece. How y'all doing this evening? You will see us shortly. How short? I don't know. Probably as short as me.
Ain't nothing that short.
Ain't nothing that short.
Oh, sorry. Yes, there is. There is something that short. But
there is something that short.
He ain't on here, so.
I can make that joke now.
No mother comments.
Oh man,
none at all.
You sweet as pie, though. You sweet as pie.
Thank you.
Yeah,
how are you lovely gentlemen doing tonight?
I'm good.
Yeah, we chilling.
You short, but your forehead big. See, it balances out.
It's not that big. It's not that big in person. Not at all.
Oh, the camera adds on 10 pounds. That's what you saying?
Wow. I ain't even go there. I didn't even go there. It's not that big. I mean, you know what? Let me shut up. Go ahead.
The red light on, twin. You know what happened when the red light come on.
That's all right. That's all right. Once I take a little bit of my shot of my moonshine, all the shits is off.
Ayla, I was nice to you. I said I'm nice to you.
No, not you. Not you. Oh. I'm coming for Pablo. He don't have his wig on today neither, because he been trying to hide that bald spot, his receding hairline,
hold up,
and his big ass head. But you know,
let me hide.
Go ahead it. Oh, there you go. That look like one of the wigs that
I don't want to say what that look like.
Y'all see the guy on he on TikTok or Insta or whatever his name is, Calvin. I think that's what his name is.
Hold up. There you go.
And he always be giving them girls them wigs out of his
Don't be cruel. There you go.
That's your Bobby Brown. Mm-hmm. The bigger the forehead, unknown journey. Let them know.
So that's the Gumby. So that's supposed to be the Gumby.
The bigger the forehead, what? Unknown journey.
Hey,
the bigger the forehead, the bigger the attitude.
Hey, Sissy Pooh.
Oh.
Yeah, Calvin in the grocery store, he be having them wigs and be giving it to the women.
I'm old. When you say Calvin, I'm thinking the McDonald's commercial. My man Calvin got a job.
Who is Calvin from the McDonald's commercial?
Calvin McDonald's commercial.
See, I'm that old.
Yeah, that's how old you are.
Wait a minute, I'm older than you, and I have never seen no Calvin's. Wait, let me YouTube this.
Yeah, look up Calvin McDonald's commercial. And when you see it, you're like, yeah.
You civil rights movement old.
Hey.
Whoa. Who we talking about here?
I am Black Panther revolutionary old. Okay, I'm past the civil rights.
Who we talking about here?
Okay. Him.
Oh, okay. Well,
anyway. Go ahead.
Introduce yourselves. You know, I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, y'all. Hey, I'm Ayla, aka Coach Coco, in the building. You can follow me on the Pleasure Principle Zone on Instagram, or just Ayla on Facebook, and I'm YouTube coming soon.
So you can't say that because there's two of y'all out there on Facebook.
It is two of us out there on Facebook. So, but I don't want to give out my government.
I get you. But you just said Ayla, and they gonna look up Ayla. They gonna
They
find the other one.
gonna know which one is me. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. She got a lot of pictures of you, so I don't know.
You do got a lot of pictures of me on there.
Who got a lot of pictures of you?
My mom. I'm a Juniette.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah.
Indeed, she is.
Oh, a Juniette.
That's Juniette.
Yeah, I know a couple people. Their mama named them after them.
Well, see, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. All right. Next.
Where Mama Ayla at? Where Mama Ayla at? Because Mama Ayla.
Hey, everybody, what's going on? This is your boy Pablo, aka Wiggy Marley, aka the Pod Boss, aka Pod's Gift. You already know what it is. I'm here. R.I.P. James Evans Sr. You know what it is. Let's go.
That part.
Yeah, this is this is Moses. How you doing? Haitian Boy Images. Yeah, R.I.P. to James Evans Sr., R.I.P. to Pete Rose and Matumbo.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But anyway.
Hold on. All of them passed today?
Yeah,
this weekend.
Last 2 days, yeah.
The last 2 days.
I haven't heard about the other two. What have
Matumbo Matumbo, it was Matumbo, then
Matumbo had brain cancer.
Yeah, it said from Matumbo to Pete Rose, then James Evans Sr. in that order.
Wow.
And and RIP to my man Frank from American Pickers. My man used to get busy on that show.
What? Okay. You know what?
Y'all need to watch American Pickers on A&E. That junk be hitting. They be going to people barns and just buying up all their old stuff.
Kind of like Storage Wars.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
But they're not auctioning. They just literally going in there.
The funny thing? I think A&E, the only thing they want to focus on is people buying stuff.
Yeah. But American Pickers is historic. Like they be having like old signs from the 20s and selling them back to other people.
Okay. All right.
So how was y'all weekend?
Well, shoot, I was hanging out with you most of the time. Outside of that, we actually are going to tap in tonight on a subject that I did actually bring up on my Facebook today. So
they're gonna show you DY right there.
Oh, hey, they was just talking about you, girl.
No, not they.
Who is they?
Him.
I'm saying they. I did not say nothing. I've never met her. Stop.
They was Pablo said you were shorter than me. Hey.
Every little step I take.
So what's the topic?
All right, so the topic today is my homeboy said what's up. Okay. So we all know
Ayla,
have been
Ayla,
what?
My homeboy, my cousin, wait. My other homeboy's little brother, they all said, what's up?
Was you showing them my picture?
Come on now.
I said, was you showing them my picture?
What happened was what happened was we was previewing. It was like, what you shoot? And I was like, what you say? I was like, this is what I shot. And the first thing that popped off was that, yeah.
Anywho, so we're dabbling to my homeboy said what's up, or even my homegirl said what's up, right? So we
my homeboy said they said what's up though. He might start following you.
Oh Lord. So this is the significance of networking.
Focus, people. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. I like your glasses.
Deanna can hear you.
I like your glasses.
I was just explaining what our topic is tonight.
I don't know what's going on. None of my electronics want to work today. I've been on here since 7:30 and none of this stuff want to work. But hey, y'all. Hey.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Oh, okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
I said I like your glasses, goddammit. I don't like being
like Moses compliment you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I was just trying to figure out damn electronics. It's over here pissing me off.
You got a Verizon.
I don't like being late.
Verizon was acting crazy. You got some Verizon service.
AT&T was acting crazy too.
I got
T-Mobile. Oh,
Oh
no.
man, they been crazy.
Surprisingly, T-Mobile has been being fine today. Even the
They
internet.
haven't been acting up. I don't know what happened.
T-Mobile.
But anywho, hey
Oh,
y'all,
T-Mobile
hey.
got hacked.
Let me double back to the intro. Thank y'all for joining us on another dope episode of Fat Girl Chronicles, where we get all up in your business and discuss the topics that matter to us most each and every Tuesday, right here on Facebook, YouTube, and for some reason I can't go live on Instagram. So here we are. Thank you, Ayla, for hopping into the topic and what we was covering tonight. It is My Homeboy Said What's Up. Courting and networks amongst Black men. So we talking about
Ayla, my
how
cousin,
courting
and
and all that other good stuff happens in networks amongst Black men. We're not talking about the women. We ain't talking about how we be trying to dibble and dabble and hop in there and get in up in this mix.
Miss Leo.
What up?
In 2024, does that still happen? My
Yes.
homeboy said, "What's up?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
Do y'all like that?
Hell no.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay.
It depends on the approach.
What's the approach?
It depends on the approach.
Now he's studying. That's crazy.
Not the approach of what was it, Shy Brother from the 5 Heartbeats.
Right. That's what I'm thinking about when you say my homeboy said what's up. I'm thinking about Shy Brother the whole time.
I guess no.
I'm just saying. I nowadays to approach a female is like, oh man, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It just depends on how you do it. Like a lot of men don't know how to necessarily read the room. Like y'all don't know how to read the room
and do
or
not
read body language or all of those kind of things. So those things make a big difference in when and how you approach somebody. A lot of times what men don't understand is that we be on high alert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cause you know what I'm saying? Dudes approach, a lot of times it be wrong. It be how they approach. Some dudes be super aggressive. Some dudes be on some other type shit. So it just depends. It depends on, how you approach her, and the manner that you approach her in has to be received. Like you just can't be like, excuse me, miss. And then she like, oh, what? You know what I'm saying? If that's how she received it, keep it rolling. But you know what I'm saying? Then if she turn around like, yeah, can I help you? Or, or whatever, however her response is, then that may be a end. But a lot of y'all don't read the room. Sometimes if a woman is rushing, like I've had that happen, you be in the midst of rushing and dudes be like, excuse me. Like, bro, don't you see?
Right.
I'm like, I'm floating in the wind and
lady ma'am.
trying to get to my goddamn car.
Miss Lady Ma'am.
Miss Ma'am.
I just want a little bit of your time. Can I get a little bit of your time, please?
You hear me talking to you.
Miss Lady Ma'am.
So nowadays, the youngsters call that a 2-man. That's the approach it's called now. They don't do my homeboy said you look cute, whatever. They have an approach and they big each other up and they maneuver so they can get the girl and her friend to go with each other. You know what I'm saying?
It's called the wingman approach. It's
also so like how like basketball is 2-on-2.
Okay.
The young kids call it a 2-man. Like when they're trying to get the ladies over there now. That's
it's not just they trying to get one. They're trying to get both.
Yeah.
It's a double.
Well, sometimes they trying to get one, but that's a whole nother thing. I don't know. That's yeah.
But but you could also call that the wingman approach.
Yeah, but they said wingman is old, so they call it a 2-man.
No, that's not true. Wingman is still
okay. So what y'all saying? This is a 2-man approach, kind of like on basketball. So it's like, all right. So me and my homie, we see 2 girls or two guys see 2 girls. Like, man, which one you want to talk to? I want to I want to talk to the karma one. And then that's how they go about doing it. And they'll go, and one has the approach or the charisma, and he say whatever, and then the other one swing through like, hey,
the one that has nothing to lose is gonna be the talkative one.
So the one who has nothing to lose, but the one who's not talking that much, that's the one with the girlfriend or the wife. That's what you're saying.
Most likely. So, and then also, it doesn't have to be two women. It could be two guys.
I mean, I wasn't going that far, but
like it could be two guys with the approach of we gonna go up to her, and whoever she picked, that's just who she picked. But they're gonna try to do the whole maneuvering and convincing to try to get Shorty to go with one of them.
Okay, that makes sense because I don't know if any of y'all saw my post, but I posted about this weekend after we had the wrapped up Saturday after the photo shoot. I hung out with my sister, and that was an experience that I had of guys trying to talk to me, and it honestly felt like I was in grade school. It really felt like I was in grade school. A lot of the guys had,
Somebody pulled your hair?
Nobody touched me because I would be in jail. Okay.
Yeah.
It was the concept of it was one point that I guess that was like a wingman approach, but I just kind of was like, all right, and I just stayed at the bar and
you blocked the shot. Okay, yeah, you blocked the shot.
I'm like, boy, one guy I walked away from.
Damn.
Or you Matumbo'd it.
You Matumbo'd him. Yeah,
I definitely Matumbo.
R.I.P. Matumbo.
I definitely did.
Matumbo.
Because I've been on this earth for 39 years. Okay. And all the years I have always been approached at some point when I say that I am taken with, oh, so you can't have no male friends, you can't have no side dude, you can't have, and I'm like, if I'm telling you I'm not interested, what is the point for you to continue? But I think men are very persistent. And that's what Leo was saying earlier. Well, oftentimes we are on guard because y'all are, well, not all, but a good portion of men that you come across, especially like in a club setting, are very persistent.
Yeah, because men go to the club for two reasons. One, they're gonna do some shit. They just trying to get their shit off, sweat, and burn some energy. Or two, they trying to take something home.
Yeah,
I'd say two.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
They gonna try to take something home.
Yeah, to take something home part. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But if I'm going through something, I'm not going to the club.
You need to.
No.
You need to listen to some old 90s, the old 90s set one time. You gotta put that Faith Evans on.
As soon as I get home.
No.
Right?
Love like this before.
Love like this before.
Oh, okay.
God, hey. Really?
I didn't know that was the first song popped in my head. I couldn't think. My bad.
I don't see myself going to the club because I'm going through something. No, not at all.
Hey,
I might go to the
been
bar.
there many times. See, you go to the bar, you get in trouble.
Yeah, you do.
Because you stagnant. Right. You just sitting. You're not sweating none of the drink out.
I am.
In the club, you drinking and you grooving. You know what I mean? You see a nigga like me with a Gumby, like, you know what I mean, in the middle of the dance floor.
I swear to God, I think at the club.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
That's a Gumby.
That's a
Gumby.
You see the slant. Okay, yeah, you see the slant. Okay, right there.
I was just
right?
asking.
Listen, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Garrick said a 2-man is basically a double date. It's the mission of 2 guys approaching 2 girls.
See?
You can still wingman a 2-man.
Yeah, and they do it a lot of times. Especially like they under 25, they definitely trying to wingman it up.
What do you mean you can still wingman a 2-man?
You still can wingman a 2-man, meaning
so it's still the approach that the 2 guys still approaching
the one charismatic one is always the one that's gonna be outspoken and bigging up the next guy. Like I'm like, yo, Pablo, yo, my man's the man, you know?
Yeah, like yo, Pablo, don't you got that session next week?
Yeah, don't you got that session next week?
Ain't Jay-Z coming through the studio next week?
Babyface in the studio?
Yeah, I'm like, bye.
You know what?
Babyface?
No, you know what used to blow me, and when they'd be like, "My man got money." He got.
I be like, y'all doing too much.
Like,
Y'all doing too much name dropping. Y'all relax.
That's what the wingman is always something like that's how it always really is. Somebody's a name dropping.
I mean, I know, but I'm just saying, even still, if you
got
that,
but
relax.
Shorty like 25, 24, they're like,
oh yeah, like you can't two-man an older woman because she's not gonna care.
Bro, if you successfully two-man and a woman like 35 and up, kudos.
Yeah,
nigga.
you're the man. But
you know,
you got game, or she was just ready to go from the jump.
My recent wingman experience, like I told you, I experienced all type of stuff this weekend. So my recent one was this weekend. And the guy approached, the guy was talking to my sister, his friend approached, he said, "Yeah, this is my boy right here. He just got out. He just did a bid. He just got out." And I was like,
so I'm gonna tell you what they thought.
And I was like, yeah, I'm going to the bar.
they thought y'all was from the hood, and that would really turn y'all on.
Yeah.
Oh
At what point, here's the thing. At no point in how I was dressed, how she was dressed, but I do believe the atmosphere would make someone be, and also I feel like a lot of men, y'all honestly are like salesmen. You know how like a salesman would just trying to sell a car and they just be I feel like a lot of men are like that. That's why a lot of men are great salesmen, because they just do all of this gimmicky stuff or whatever to kind of get the attention and to make themselves seem appealing or blah 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 blah.
But that's what we call
representation, but they not like that. That's just
a person that's too gimmicky started out as a person that was telling the truth, and it didn't work, and it kept backfiring. So they had to find a new approach.
Oh, that's sad.
It is.
It is.
I can see that being true though, but that's also goes back to reading the room, knowing your audience. You know, what I mean?
Men are socially awkward.
Yeah,
men are naturally socially awkward. But we don't know how to express love. We talked about that last week.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you got to read the room. So if the girl that you approaching and you see she ain't really rah and doing all of that, she just over here in the corner chilling, she sipping her drink, minding her business. Why would you tell her that your man just did a bid and you trying to get him to holler at her? Like, okay,
because men that do bids come out with the prison peen. And they gonna knock the line out.
And don't nobody want that. Don't nobody know what you was in there.
No. You can't say that. We saw a video of Shorty pulling up on the jail.
All right, we did see that video.
Shorty pulled up on the jail. She wants the prison peen.
And let me say this in the nicest way possible.
Y'all don't
put my hands in my pocket, so
knock the socks to the ceiling. Okay.
We also witnessed how that young lady appeared, and
why would you do that? Why would you do that?
It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the reason why she's circling the jails. That's all.
I'm just saying, why would you do
now
that?
Not to say it don't be some nice women that be going after jail peen, but in all honesty and in all reality, grown ass women who are in a nice establishment, even if you are in a hood, in the area, you know what I'm saying, in a hood area, and you in there doing your thing and you still just chilling, that still don't mean come up at me and then tell me about your dude who just did a bid. Welcome home, brother, and have a good night, because that's all you gonna get from me.
Thank you for your service. That's what I said. Thank you for your
service.
Girl, that ain't a vet.
Oh, he a vet or something.
He a vet or something. He a vet or something.
Because and the wild thing was, one, we were not in the hood. It was called R&B nights. So it was an R&B night. Now they did have an extra area where they was playing ratchet music. But it wasn't necessarily that full type of thing.
But you do know some classy women
50
like
million tattoos on his face. You said
they do very much so.
There's some reserved women that like
they like that. So
so that's the analogy that that was the thing I thought about yesterday. I thought like women generally want a godly thug.
Mm-hmm.
Not a godly.
Godly thug.
Yep.
That's
That
the
hear
thing?
me,
Not
hear
a,
me,
listen, listen.
and men generally want a freaky virgin.
Yep. They want the
Yeah.
Madonna
Like,
and the whore.
Yeah.
we
Mhm.
want contradictory things that don't add up in life ever, none whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, women be wanting a man that's a thug, but he godly, he romantic. You know what I'm saying? They be like,
A romantic thug.
like what?
Yep.
So basically, you say everybody's looking for a unicorn.
Now people be looking for shit contradictory to what they actually really like.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
a woman will be out here looking for a thug, and that's not really what she wants.
that's not what she
She
wants.
really just wants a man, an alpha man.
Yeah.
Or she wants
that
a
would
man
take
that knows how to
that would
operate
protect
in
her.
his power. She wants
Yep.
a dominant man, but a
Mhm.
lot of times that's just how they describe it. I want a thug. No,
Want a
you don't
thug.
want a thug.
Don't want that.
Because when he take you on the block
Mm-hmm.
and they get the and now you gotta run. That's a different experience.
She ain't wore heels in 6 years fucking with him.
Exactly.
Not
In
one.
reality, what she wants is a dominant man.
Yeah, she want
She
an
wants
alpha
a
man.
man that is
Oh,
able to
man.
control the room. He's able to control situations.
Mhm.
So there's a
He's a
difference between wanting
protector.
a thug and a man who is dominant in who he is. So a lot of women don't express it in that way. And yeah, I get that, Mama Ayla, just a little hood, a little hood.
Yeah.
I love a dude
That's
with a little bit of
I wear a suit, but don't play with me. That's what y'all want.
One of those.
yeah,
One of
absolutely.
those.
Don't play with it, because I'll give you what you want, and it ain't
That's
what you
what I
need.
like.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's
basically, y'all want a corporate thug. Somebody who's they want a corporate thug. Somebody who's who's defined, who could speak properly, but yet don't
He can handle the any space that he's in.
And
He know what the little fork is for. You want that guy.
He don't have to know what the little fork for. I found out.
Yes, he should know what the little fork is for. Stop.
Absolutely does.
What is wrong
Eating spaghetti with the little fork? Fuck wrong with him.
I was like
I
30 when I found out what that little fork was. But no, I agree 100% with Leo. Yeah, mama, a man that's adaptable. So if we are
that's a good word. That's a good
at
word.
a corporate function, at like my corporate function or whatever, or his corporate function, we know how to adapt in those areas. When we outside with friends, we know how to adapt in those areas. We in a situation where it's even like if we are in a situation where we end up in a hood by whatever means or whatever, to look at the scenery and say, this isn't where I want to have my woman in this space. So we leave.
You go to that one gas station. Y'all know
you go to that one gas station and they let you out and pump the gas.
Right.
I wish I would grab a
you go to that one gas station. It's like eight niggas outside of the gas station. Ain't got no car.
I used to hate living in the city. My God,
Let me tell you something that irritated me the other day. I saw a guy, and this was this young lady's guy.
Mm-hmm.
A man stayed in the car,
and
watched her pump gas.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like this. I'm pumping gas, and I'm just looking at it like.
I never mind being able to like sometimes because I'm a woman. No, I'm a woman. No, because y'all don't even know what I'm about to say. I'm a woman I'm a nurturing woman. So I like to service my man. So there's times when I will drive, no problem. But 100%, even if I'm driving, I'm not pumping gas.
Mm-hmm.
No, but
I'm not pumping gas.
My point exactly.
So I agree, but I want to know why.
Why what?
Why what?
Why a woman feels like she shouldn't have to pump gas if a man's in the car. Like, we're not in a dangerous neighborhood. We just in a gas station, just a regular gas station. Why?
I never said that he should. I said that I don't. Now, there are some women that believe a man should, And I think that's just due to the fact of, and honestly, it's some men who feel that way. If I'm with you, there are things as far as anything that have to do with me using my hands or whatever, like me opening the door, I get hit on my hand. So it's like things with those instances where some men feel like, or was raised in that way of, this is a way of showing chivalry. This is a way of showing protection. This is a way of taking care of you. This is a way of me giving you.
She was to pop off and he's still sitting in the car. He can't protect her.
Exactly.
I've gotten yoked up a couple times because I'm so used to being in motion and being in the car by myself that when I did have a man in the car and I still was driving, I pull up to the gas station, hop out, go in, go get something to drink. I come back and I start pumping the gas on my own.
It's muscle memory. Yeah.
Yeah. And so
it's common.
No, but it's not. It's time out. You could pop out, you could hop out the car and do your muscle memory, whatever the case is. If you go inside, like, I don't even believe you should be like, all right, cool. You don't have to, even though you go pay for it. All right, cool. I'll cash app you the money back. But by the time you come outside, my hand is on that pump. I'm pumping the gas.
Yeah.
That shouldn't
so
be too much.
But that's the thing though. Like if I get out the car, like I'm just gonna run in here and get something to drink, and then I'll be like, damn, I had some gas. It may be muscle memory for me that I'll be like, oh, okay, I come out and I start pumping the gas. One, because I'm used to being by myself. I totally forgot this man was in the car with me. But
that's
two,
wild, but okay. Just forgot the nigga was there.
Not in that way, but
yeah, it was that way.
It's more of a not in that way, more of a I'm used to just moving. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you be in that, I gotta hop out, go in here, get this, that, and the third, or whatever, and hop back in the car. My brain is on. I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
and like I said, I got motion. Yeah, and I didn't get yoked up, like I said, a couple times. Cause why are you pumping the gas? Why you tell me you was getting gas? Why you tell me you was about to get some gas? I was like, initially I wasn't. I was going in here to get tea and realized I needed some gas.
I get it. I just want to know where y'all thought it came from. That's all. I get why it's there.
I mean, no, it just literally. I mean, to me, it came from being chivalrous.
Yeah.
From
because
being
it's weird.
A protector.
If I see a woman cutting grass, like if I drive past somebody's house and I see a woman outside mowing the lawn, I'll be like, that looks awkward. Like I don't. That's not supposed to happen.
It looks hella awkward.
Oh, I used to cut grass all the time.
My mom did too until I got old enough to cut grass. So
it looks hella awkward. It
just looks weird to me.
I see how it looks awkward to certain men, especially men who are the type of men that feel like
are protectors.
They're protectors, and these are manly duties, and this is what I need to do. Because for me, I will mow the lawn, I will shovel snow, I will clean off my car, I'll do all that. I will get cursed out, but I will still do it.
So, but why?
Depending on the setting.
Here's my thing.
I would ask for help.
Yeah, like my thing is, if you know you have somebody who doesn't, I understand the muscle, but here's the thing though. Like y'all want us to remember certain things. There are certain things that you guys gotta understand when you in that situation, you are there too. So why even try to get cursed out? Why even try to get yoked up? And I understand Leo, and trust me, I was with Leo this weekend. That girl just does not stop
at all.
Like I didn't know she moved like that. She's pretty fast.
Yeah,
you blink and she's gone. I hate that.
And that's because she's thinking that she's moving. She thinks it's moving, so she'd be like, "Yeah," and then she's like, "Oh,
oh, wait." Side note, yo, Pablo, I went to Gary. Woo, Jesus.
First of all,
that's all I'm saying.
Do that.
That's all I'm saying.
Don't do that.
I didn't know.
Don't do that.
It got better from what it used to be.
Don't do that.
It got better from what it used to be. That's all I'm saying.
What are you doing, Gary?
I didn't know.
Shout out to the Gary listeners, but it got better from what it used to be.
Because you will not. There will not be no Gary slander on here. I will mute the fuck out of you. What? We can't hear you.
But
But no, on the side note, but seriously, ladies, why do y'all do that? Like seriously, if y'all know y'all got a good significant other holding y'all that require like y'all y'all have responsibilities that y'all want him to remember. But if that's the basics that he covers, why mess that up?
My hand is up.
Go ahead.
So
the Homeboy Network.
A lot of times you gotta consider how long this person been single too.
Mm-hmm.
Like before they got into this relationship, before they got with this person. There is an adjustment period. Like, and that's dead ass. Like, I've been single a while, but even though I've been single for a while, I do still have like good male friends who will still, why you pumping gas? Why you doing this? Why you doing that? Or those kind of things. I still have those kind of relationships, but I've been single for a while. So if when I do get into a relationship, it is going to be a grace period needed. Like
90 days.
Oh my bad. Like I done been 2-finger mushed in my head. Like get your head back in the car, close the door, and then they would open the door, and I'd be like,
I would feel so bad.
You right.
2-finger mushing somebody. If it in the moment I'd be like, but I would. Nigga, you get like the
and it was
like the sweetest gift ever if I 2-finger mush you. Like I mean
it was because I did it once, forgot. Like, dang, my bad. And it was like, don't do that no more.
And you did it again.
In motion, we pull up at the restaurant. I get ready to get out. Well, he hopped out first, and I was grabbing my purse, opened the door, got ready to get out. It was a close the door, then opened it. Like, okay, now you can get out the car. And it's really one of them things. Like,
but
I have to reprogram myself when I'm in the presence of men. Like, I have to get into that part. Like, it's a reprogramming.
That part, because Moses this weekend was very good at making sure that we all made it to our cars safely, and he carried our bags and things of that nature. And we just asked him, man, we grabbing stuff, let's go. He's like, hello,
he like, on, yeah,
give me your bag. I'm walking y'all to the car. You go here. You get in your car. I see you. We like, okay, sir. Like, but not in a way where we're like dissing him, but it's more or less like, okay.
That's why I said y'all all pretty fast. Y'all move very efficiently. Like it was a really you blink, they're gone. I was like, what the fuck?
Because women are used to get to the car as fast as possible, so nobody bothers them.
No, absolutely.
And I will tell you this. I'm so used to get into the car.
You bring your ass outside with me. I promise you that. I'll tell you that shit, okay?
Why?
What you mean? Why?
She don't need to be outside.
2 people shoveling snow, get it done quicker.
No,
I'm not trying to die. I don't agree with that. Shoveling snow.
I don't agree with that.
I'm
not trying to die. There's been stories written on the new niggas had heart attacks.
Shoveling snow does give men cardiac arrest. I understand that. But at the same time,
Ayla, bring your ass outside.
No, okay. Ayla, just look out the window, make sure I ain't on the floor. That's all. But
you be a whole nigga stickle by the time Ayla come outside. At the same time,
while I'm shoveling snow, why can't you just be making this hot cocoa?
You gonna be a Haitian popsicle fucking with Ayla, nigga. I'm telling
you. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Like, the thing is, like, for real, like, my thing is, I have a system to snow shoveling. I have a whole system. Too. I drop the salt.
One person.
It falls. I do the first swoop, and then I drop more salt. Listen, I'm not picking up nothing that's gonna make. I'm coming. No, there's a system. Right. But at the same time,
like old boy from Cool Runnings, motherfucker took his motherfucker lock off. That's gonna be your ass.
Now he gonna be losing the lock.
So I got a question. So even in those aspects, when it comes to like dating and courting, like, in the conversations that y'all have with y'all friends, do y'all still court?
Oh,
And
God,
is that
I'm
like part of
No.
like the conversation or a part of dating for y'all?
No.
Yes.
so y'all don't court at
I mean, like
So,
you see how we're having this
court,
conversation,
but we still fucking. Like, because courting, you're not actually doing anything. Like,
but
I'm
that's the
courting
thing.
and we're fucking.
You don't even know when the relationship starts.
Yeah, you
it's
can ask a lot of
like
people.
ex.
You don't even know when the relationship.
You can ask a lot of people when they became boyfriend and girlfriend. They could not tell you.
It goes from we cool, we fucking, and we're in a relationship.
Yeah,
Where's the
a lot of dudes don't even ask.
Yeah, we don't even ask. All of a sudden, we open a drawer and get stuff is in it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes.
Who want act unknown journey?
That's what,
I swear he don't know
like
when him and his woman got together. I promise he don't know when him and his woman got together.
Dating now is so mindfuck because I see you, we talk, we kick it, we fuck, we're in a relationship.
Is when she asks,
yeah,
are you fucking anybody else?
Yeah.
And then when you say no, I'm just fucking you.
I'm just fucking
now
you.
We together.
Now we're together.
And be lying?
They do. 110%.
And be lying.
Okay, so I got concerned.
I'm so concerned.
That's how it
Leo,
goes.
Because this really shows that a lot of the situationships, and that's why y'all cars be getting set on fire and blown up and all those other kind of things, because y'all allow yourself to be put in a relationship you really don't want to be in.
Yes, I'll agree. 1,000%.
And a relationship with several women at that.
No. Okay. Let's take it down a notch. Yes, some guys are fucked up like that, but the guys who are not fucked up and just end up in that situation, it just happens. So like, it could be like, I'm not gonna say Leo, me and you talking. We're talking. We chill. Hey, next thing you know, I got Leo. The top drawer, Leo got a bunch of wigs, press combs, and everything in there. Like, what?
Yeah, you got grease and a brush in there. Don't play.
You want unknown journey said? He said after Thanksgiving. He don't know the day.
Yeah,
Halloween 2016 was when we met.
I want to have an anniversary, and you like
she became my girlfriend after Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
sometime after Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
before Christmas.
No. It comes to the point where it's like this. Wait a minute. When was my birthday? So we started. So when did we fuck first?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how. When did we fuck first?
And I think that's crazy too, because sometimes like y'all be fucking even before y'all like really even like each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's part
I ain't just saying y'all, like I ain't never done it before, but I'm just saying.
In the car. That's how you test drive the car. You gotta make sure, the brakes work. You know what I mean? The lights and all that come on.
It's iconic. Like seriously, courting and date. Like we're talking about that, and it's so funny because I know what the word means, but have we experienced it? No,
I have.
I mean, I have, but have we
experienced
it recently? Like, no, it's not something that goes on a day-to-day basis.
Courted without sex, middle school. That's it.
Yeah, like to go on dates. Yo, I remember back in the day to plan a date. Yo, how hard that was to plan a date.
Mm-hmm.
From beginning to end. No, remember when guys used to try to really impress a girl? I'm talking about figure out her favorite flower. Yeah. Figure out what do she like to eat. Like
some women don't even like flowers no more. Them niggas thug as hell now.
Yo,
let me tell y'all. Let me show y'all how bad I like flowers.
I love me a damn flower.
Let me tell you something. Hold on.
That's how bad I like flowers. I bought the Lego flower set.
Mama Ayla, yeah. Are we exclusive? Are you having sex with somebody else?
That's all we exclusive. Now. Are you fucking somebody else?
No, because I have had that conversation. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing?
That scares niggas.
That scares niggas.
Hey, listen.
I'm not going to
scare people.
Well, then don't do all the relationship things and then not expect the conversation to be.
Yeah, that's the weird thing.
Don't sit up here and be talking about I love you, and then I'm like, huh?
I love.
And
I
then
hate
you still want to just continue the course after you
continue
said
to-
I love you. You want to continue acting like this ain't
You-
that, and I'm like,
I love you and I'm in love with you is two different things.
sir.
Nah, yeah, it is. But
That's
whatever
an
he's
Don't
doing
be that
wrong.
person.
Yeah,
That's
Because if a motherfucker up here talking about I love you,
yeah,
you
When
know
did
the
he
course
say
that
it, though?
you know the route they going.
When did he
a
say
good
it?
portion
Though?
of the time they don't really even it's not even them knowing that they love you. It's just the fact of they know that they want to keep you around. And they want to be in your energy and be in your
All right.
Did
space.
he say it first?
Ayla, all right.
He said
Okay.
it first.
I can understand the whole, but there's some. All right, I don't.
He said it first.
I don't want to just say because there's so much fucked up shit going on these days. Like you just be. And
He
I
said
wouldn't.
it first.
I wouldn't
like,
say
I'm not
it
gonna
first
lie.
if I didn't mean it.
Even with some of my friends, like they be doing so much dumb shit.
Yeah,
But
if I
also
ain't
that
mean
was
it.
the other thing for me too, Pablo, because I was like, he not a person that just says that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like you're not a person that just randomly expresses those things without it being an actual feeling,
actual
because you're
thing.
already scared to be in a relationship
Vulnerable.
and those other So
Yeah.
Tell
As
somebody-
y'all know, I don't say that first unless I mean it. It
First
takes
thing first,
a while for me to say something like
to
that.
tell a
So-
woman that you love them. That you lose a lot
Now,
of.
if he says it in response, like if she said "I love you" and he says "I say I love you back," that's strategy. He's trying to make sure he don't hurt her feelings.
and that's where I feel like the manipulation come in. If
Mhm.
I say it and then you just say it back just cause. But no, it was
honestly, I can't
he
even say it. If I
initiated
don't
the
mean
I
it, I'm
love
not
you.
saying it.
I'll never say it if I don't mean it.
I won't say it if I won't mean it.
And that's
Right,
why I will never
I don't
say
know.
it first.
That's crossing. I'm not gonna hold you. That's
Never
crossing
say
a
it first.
line. That's crossing a line that you just can't return from.
Mhm.
Yeah, you cannot return from that. Say and then depending on the type of person that you with.
Yeah, exactly. I'm scared. Fuck it.
And if y'all didn't watch A Thin Line Between Love and
Love
Hate,
and
I'm about to say
hate.
like Martin from Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
and get that, because that is the truth. It's so many men that will do that just to get what they want and will tell a woman that they love her just to keep her around, just to benefit from what she offers.
And that nigga didn't even actually say I love you.
He did.
He didn't.
She asked him, "Do
Doc.
you love me?" And he said, "Yeah, yeah."
Nigga,
That nigga nodded in agreement. Like,
I'm just saying.
I'm not asking. Just tell me when you're ready.
That's Lynn Winfield. If Lynn Winfield asked me that same fucking question,
this fucking guy,
I'm nodding my head in agreement as well.
But
I mean, after we found out that she's crazy and all.
No, I don't care. Okay, that's Lynn motherfucking Winfield. Okay.
Jeez.
But so
I've been in love with that forehead for a long time. All right.
When y'all were in spaces that you courted, what did courting look like for y'all back then?
Absolutely.
At that
courting. Oh,
place.
Go ahead, Pablo. Go ahead.
So middle school, high school was the last time I really felt like I was courting.
I love that.
It was just that. It was dates. You know what I'm saying? Talking on the phone, getting to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Actually having those conversations, going to the movies, taking the long walk, taking the long way home. That shit, all that shit Troop said, that's courting for me. Like writing the letters, folding them up in like the little envelopes and hearts and giving it to her. That shit. Like, oh, this song reminds me of you. So
when you used to put the title and then the title of the letter, then you used to put the song.
Mm-hmm.
And then sign it off with the little hearts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think courting.
My mama yelling for me. I gotta go.
Huh?
I love you, baby.
I said courting needs to come back. I think courting is where you end up actually finding the ability to be vulnerable and to fall in love, because you're in a different space in courting.
Mm-hmm.
When you just talking and chilling and messing around and y'all just enjoy each other's energy, that's completely different. That's why we got so many broken relationships, so many broken families and stuff like that, because that's the approach of most relationships. You just find yourself in one because y'all been hanging out, kicking it, y'all enjoy each other's energy, the sex is good, and all of a sudden you in a relationship and now you stuck in a situation with somebody, maybe y'all got kids together and you don't even really like this person, but you stuck because y'all got a kid together, your daddy left, so you don't want to be the nigga that leaves. Like, it be all of these nuances and this trauma that traps us in these situations when we could, if we started courting is like you just said, everything you said is the way of getting to know somebody. That is the way of getting to know if this is going to be your person, if you really like this person, if you can continue to go forward with this person.
That's when you find out those little quirky things about that person.
That too. And if
like,
you
that's when you find out that they quirky, like, or just chilling with them after so long, you learn different things about them people. Like, oh, I didn't know there's some shit that you liked.
One thing,
you go to the ice cream spot and you sharing your ice cream, they just start taking the walnuts off the sundae and shit. Like, the fuck wrong with this nigga? I don't eat walnuts. Oh, okay. That's the shit you learn along the way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what? Like,
no, but
you learn the little weird shit. They will order some shit as is, and then start picking all of the shit off. Like, or like me, when I eat Snickers from time to time, I eat the Snickers from the bottom, and then I eat the nougat part first, and then I eat the top.
Yeah, I ain't the courting over with. I see some shit
like
that.
That's a quirky thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like my
don't
son
sell
my
Snickers
son does
that's
that.
just like nuts and caramel. So I eat the nougat first, and then I eat the other part.
You say
my son orders a cheesesteak, and he just gets ketchup. That's it. He don't want nothing else on it. He just want the meat and the ketchup and the bread.
No cheese.
No cheese, no fucking nothing.
So he just wants steak.
Bread.
He wants steak and bread.
He been that way since he was a little kid. And I asked this lady, I was like, "You think that's weird?" She's like, "Yeah, but that's just him." I said, "Okay."
Michelle, yes, from the bottom. I eat the nougat first, then I eat the top.
Yeah, but do y'all think sex
gotta come back?
Sex ruined it, though.
Huh?
Absolutely.
Think sex ruined it.
It does.
Sex, but then also
sex.
The hypersexuality in everything now has ruined it, because if you can't even have a conversation, like I was telling the aunties the other day that trying to have this conversation with this person, and and it was a good conversation. And then next thing you know, it was boom, video. And I'm like,
oh yeah.
You don't even know where I was at.
Not safe for work. You already know what it is. Let's go.
You don't even know where I was at. Like, bro, what?
Put the cost
or put it in invisible ink or something. Shit.
And then that was the other thing, like, just those kind of things. Like, people are so hypersexual that you can't even get to the real part of knowing somebody before they trying to show you their ass or they Johnson or and it's like,
and we have to normalize it though, like, because a lady can be with a dude, they just talking for like 6 months. They homegirls like, you ain't giving none after 6 months. Like, you think he gonna stay any longer? Like,
you gotta understand, it's the peer pressure. Like,
it is a peer pressure.
The peer pressure is crazy.
Around, like,
and it feels like, yo,
you didn't take it down yet. Like, that's what we're getting. 2 weeks, you didn't take it down yet.
Damn, 3 weeks. Good God.
Yeah, you've been talking for 3 weeks.
It's wild though, because like, dang, I can't get to know him.
No, here's the funny thing.
Because ultimately it depends on what your goal is, and that's how you figure that out in courting.
Remember what you said? You have to have certain friends for everything. So
yeah,
not all your friends could know what you're talking to or what you're doing. So, like for myself, I have friends that know if I'm involved with somebody, I'm talking to somebody. And then everybody else, they don't know shit.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. That's where courting comes in really good too, because in the courting aspect of it, you do find out certain parts of your compatibility, right? And like the little nuances when it comes to sex. So you'll know, like, I think courting is a good way of it builds up the communication. So then I could tell you, I like it like this, you like it like that, and then we can try to find something in between how we like it together. And I'm pleasing you, you're pleasing me, and it allows that sexual chemistry to build. But if we're not,
the thing is, when people start talking about sex,
yes, it's about to lead.
Now the clock is on. It's like anticipation, like, oh, maybe they want it now because they're talking about
it. Sex has to be the very last.
Sex should be the end game.
The
Sex
end
should be
game.
like,
that's
we
it.
together.
Yeah,
let's do this.
Like it has to be the very last thing. Like by then, you should already know if you even want to continue talking to the person or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like you cannot, no way in between. You should be like, you know what?
But then you have some people be like, you gotta have sex because if you don't like it, then what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like some people, you tell somebody to go and not have sex with somebody till you get married, them like you bug it.
Because you gotta understand, foreplay. We don't foreplay no more. We don't like kiss no more.
Who don't?
Stop. Ooh. I'm just saying it's not a regular thing. I'm not saying that
it's not a universal thing.
It's not a universal thing.
Oh, okay.
People don't even kiss no more because
niggas don't
a
kiss
lot of times people don't talk about they kiss. They don't kiss. They don't like kiss.
Everything.
Don't kiss.
And
it was like literally, how do y'all even start sex?
You never give somebody a good night kiss at the door?
Yes. And you knew you was gonna give him some after that.
What?
You
never sealed the deal with somebody with a kiss at the door?
Yeah. I know somebody said that kissing is too intimate.
It is.
But they will suck a peen anytime they feel like it. They rather suck a peen than kiss somebody on the mouth.
But guess what? It's the kiss that actually seals the deal to let you know if that's the person, if that's your person. Period. I'm not gonna hold you.
Okay.
That's why, like, if you use something as a jump off.
Jesus.
If you use somebody as a jump off, you'd be like, nah, I'm not kissing that person.
I mean, if it's a jump off, okay, that's a difference.
That's what I'm saying. But that's why, like you said, kissing is too intimate, too something like I'm not kissing. But like
I'm trying to understand, how is it that kissing is too intimate when you are literally butt naked?
Yeah.
With this person, because you want their face in your Johnson and his face in your vagina.
You just said it. Sex is like breathing now to people.
Yeah.
It's just sex is not. People can have sex with no feeling. If you could tell me you could have sex with no personal attachment, so
that
break it down.
Is,
so
guys could have. Hold on, a guy could actually sleep with you right now and be like, "Fuck off."
A woman can do the same.
And a woman can do the same.
Yeah, women can do the same.
If you watch a Disney movie, at the end of the Disney movie, that kiss seals the deal. That's it. The fucking trumpet's playing, the birds is flying around and shit.
And the doves is crying.
Exactly.
So let's circle back though. Let's circle back to having the conversations with y'all homeboys though. I heard Moses say there's only certain friends that he talked to about, women that he's dealing with. Mm-hmm. And Pablo, I'm pretty sure it's the same for you. You talk to best friend, or you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
it's two men that I will speak to about my relationship. That's it.
So what kind of conversations take place amongst Black men? Not saying that y'all speak for the whole consensus, and not asking y'all to give up man law.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm asking is, what kind of conversations are taking place in y'all friend circles so that y'all can get back to courting and dating and things like that? Because if we aren't having those conversations and like, whether the women are having them and the men ain't having them, or the men are having them and the women ain't having them, we never gonna get back to courting. We never gonna get back to that space of courting and dating. So what do Black men talk about in regards to courting or dating?
First thing first, my conversation with my peoples is we go real direct. How do you feel about this person? What do you want to do? What are you doing? Like, you see how you walk up.
Your intentions.
Yeah. So are you feeling it? Are you not feeling it? Is this the one? What are you doing? And you'd be like, oh, I don't know. I just met the person. So that's when you have to give the whole breakdown, the synopsis. Like, I just met her 3 days ago. I met her here. I broke up. Then they'd be like, all right, cool. So you plan on taking her out? Yeah. Where you plan on taking her to? You know, you start running the plans down with them. And then you try to figure out everything right then and, you know, as you're talking along.
I was like, shit, my friends don't talk like that.
It's similar to that, but it's not that. It's where you been? You know what I mean? Because normally I'm with my friends. So it's like, where you been? Hanging out with old girl. What's up with old girl? This, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Like, she married? I'm like, she married? Like, what? That's like that's really the first question they ask.
Yeah,
I'm like,
those are the questions you gonna ask. Is she married?
Yeah.
She got a dude?
Right.
Kids? They want to know. They want to know her background. Like, are you creeping?
They
or
definitely do a background check.
Yeah, it's a background check. Oh, let me see her Insta.
Then they got the one friend like, what she look like? Let me see.
I've definitely had that where I've been asked to send a picture, like a recent picture, and it's because they were showing me to their friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me see
That's
your
my
Insta.
friend group.
The let me see your Insta. Be honest, that's what we call an internal whole check, whole facts, to make sure none of the homies hit. So that's what it is.
Makes sense.
Didn't I tell you the other day I don't like when people ask for my IG? Didn't I tell you that?
That's the thing.
I just told you that. I don't like when people ask for my IG. Why are you on here? Why are you being nosy?
Be honest, I don't give my IG
your backstory.
I don't.
I mean, but no, I feel like when you ask for my IG, like you finna go through all of my pictures. Like I don't like that. That feel like you being a creep.
And so, they like, are.
If you like this with your brother, then like, yo, who do right there, right? You hanging on, like who that? They want to make sure.
No, because then don't come check me.
They gotta make sure, like your brother, like that's your brother, like same mother, same father, like or that's just your brother. You know what I mean?
And that's the other thing too, like y'all know on my Facebook, like I post pictures all the time, and I posted a picture of me and my best friend, my guy best friend, in my story.
You bullshitting, Leo.
In my story, and then we were at the bar together. And we like did a video. It was me, him, Marcy. You know what I'm saying? All of us was hanging out. And they was like, it was so many people in the story. Like, who is that? Like
2 + 2 make 8, right?
No. Can I be real with you? Can I be real
y'all
with
in the video and y'all in this picture.
Hold on. If you post a picture like that, any female who hit you up like, who's that? She's interested.
Oh, we know that.
I mean, but it was dudes like, oh, that's what we doing.
No. What I'm talking about, it goes like
that's where I'm at, Leo. Like, yo, you bullshit, Leo.
So if a guy was to post it,
any people that come on the comment like, who that?
Yeah,
she's waiting her turn. For you, like if I would have went like, yo, Leo, who that? I'm interested. That's how it is. Like,
you bullshit,
so
Leo.
If Ayla posts up a picture with anybody, and all of a sudden I'm like, yo, Ayla, who that? You good? You being real protective? Yeah. Everybody gonna be like this.
You just protective.
And that's how I'm like,
mind your business.
Y'all know
they be in the comments. Them niggas be in the comments crazy.
Yeah, they be in the comments heavy.
Oh, see, that's the thing too. They don't never be in my comments.
They don't be in the comments.
Never in my comments.
They definitely go in my inbox.
But in my inbox.
So wait a minute. So it's like everybody gets treated different. I get comment work.
I get inbox.
I get inbox work. And you know why I believe I get inbox work? I think it's because a lot of guys don't know where I am or where I stand at in this space right now. So they don't want to really say too much on like my page. One, they don't want to seem thirsty. Two, they don't want to say anything because they don't know who I'm talking to.
Who gonna see it?
Who gonna see it? And then 3, they might actually already be in a relationship but got some shit going on, so they being sneaky. So that's typically
that's why I said they don't know who's gonna see that comment.
Or they're being very, one-on-one. This is me and you. Let's talk. You didn't even think about that option.
No.
Okay.
But you know what's the funny thing?
What's the
That's my next
Moses?
question. This is my next
What?
question. What is considered thirsty nowadays? Because if I say hi, I'm thirsty.
That's
If
what
I
I'm
say
trying to
hello,
think too.
you,
My
I'm thirsty.
definition,
It depends
my
on the mood.
definition does not line up with the definition that I think that the people who go out of their way to screenshot someone trying to have a conversation, they're the thirsty one.
Doing
Facts.
too much.
Yeah.
They're doing too much. They are thirsty because they are here looking for way too much attention. Now, if this person get the wilding in your motherfucking DM, then I can see that. I can see you screenshotting and posting that. But even then, like, I don't like people in my business.
That part.
So all of that kind of stuff.
Wow.
Like
16 O's.
But I think you become thirsty when it is like you doing the most. You going above and beyond, damn near love bombing a motherfucker in order to get their attention or to like communicate or converse with them. And then like I have a guy that is in my inbox at least twice a week. Hey Queen. What's up, Queen? How you doing, Queen? And every once in a while I will respond. But the thing is,
somebody get that man a bottle of water.
But the thing is that I didn't even I recently found out that this man was married. And I'm like, bro, you in my inbox too often to be married. What is happening?
What is he saying outside of Hey Queen?
Nothing. Cause I'm not responding.
So you don't know what the conversation could be, though.
No. We're
You are not. But okay, this is the other thing too. Like there has been like, you know, a little conversation. I'll be like, "What's up? How you doing?" Because I be feeling bad because I be ignoring.
Because if he had a question, he'll be like, "What's up, Queen? How can I da?"
Right. Sometimes you wait for a response.
Yeah.
Sometimes you wait for the response.
Even with that, it's consistent.
Yeah.
But even then, though, even if there was like a conversation to be had or just some chit chat to go on, like if I never respond or if I don't really say anything, or every once in a while when I say hi, and you still don't lead into a conversation, but then you come back with the hey Queen, how you doing, Queen? Hey, Black Queen. Hey, beautiful Queen. Hey, plus size beautiful Black Queen. Like, what is the point there?
See?
And you're doing way too much for somebody who's married.
My experience in that space, because I think that happened to me years ago, and I had to ask. I'm like, why do you keep inboxing me? Like,
Okay.
Like, what's going on? Like, oh, you know, I was just. And what I ended up finding out was it was a tactic until he got to the point where he felt comfortable enough to say what he really want to say, which is, I'm trying to see what you got going on because I'm trying to do some extra shit outside of my marriage, or he's winging himself up to the point to get to that space where he can start flirting because he's in between on how he feel about doing this now with his marriage. You know what I'm saying? It's like a moral thing that he's battling or facing. And so he's just sitting there like, I'm gonna keep on. And you ain't the only one. It's several women getting this work. Okay. It's several women getting this work until some
men. And then some men also, they just play on Instagram. That's their thing, you know, like they don't want nothing, they don't expect nothing. They just play all day on Instagram. So
just play all day saying, hey.
Yeah, that's it.
For what though?
And shout out to the men who follow my female Instagram people, and every time they get married, they get in my inbox mad at me because they got married, bro. Like I can't help that. Okay.
I never thought about that unknown journey, but
yeah,
I've seen that happen. You are right.
And if that's the case, ma'am, you need to find something else to do too. Get the fuck out of my inbox.
What do you want in your life?
You need to kick a bag of rocks.
But here's my thing. After the fourth, hey, beautiful Queen. If the reply ain't, if there was no reply, why are you still doing it?
Because on the chance.
On the chance.
That's
it's
it.
The chance, and she's not the only, and it's not one woman. It's the few.
And if some women make the mistake of actually going into the DM, so it's like red. So it's like, oh, she's at least looking. So one day she's going to feel away and she's going to reply back.
Unknown journey. Listen, I was just about to tell a story about that.
Oh Lord.
Somebody just told me that this is why they broke up. Them and their girlfriend broke up.
Why?
Because you funny as hell? Because Leo funny. That's all.
Leo.
And
he don't laugh at her jokes.
We the guy actually met up with me to try to put his podcast together. And he wanted to put his podcast on the network. We had a inbox back and forth about podcasting. And I've known him for some years, so we like friendly in our conversation. Like we not just straight business, we friendly in our conversation. And he said that one, she was shitty because he was always on my page laughing and shit. But then two, that our conversations didn't seem like we were just talking about podcasting. And I'm like, well, we know each other. We're friendly. So why would I not like have a conversation?
Because the conversation they had was, oh, I'm just talking to her about podcasting. Then she see
probably
the messages.
So. And she see messages.
And she see the messages.
But that's not the first time like somebody that told me like being friends with me didn't ruin their relationship. And I'm like, I didn't do anything.
That's what if it ruined.
Oh, I don't ruin hell of relationships. I'm an Aquarius. I'm too friendly sometimes.
Man, okay, so I have definitely been in situations where I either had to explain to the girl, like, look, this is not that. I promise you, this ain't that. I'm just cool. Like I am. I'm fairly cool. And if I love good conversation. So if I'm having a good conversation, I'm in it. And I've had to say that to women before and then try to like, get them a little ease because they would never really come to me. They would come to them. And then I would have to apologize because sometimes I wouldn't even know if the woman exists. Was she in the space? Was she in the picture? But I'm not doing anything extra. But then also sometimes what ends up happening because of me being as cool and as friendly as I am, men misinterpret that with flirting. And I'm like, no, I'm not flirting. This is just me. This is just my personality.
Trying to tell you,
I'm a vibe.
hey,
can't help it. I can't help it. So, but I
right. So, Ayla, you met my co-host, Shay.
Yeah.
I've known Shay 5-6 years now, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're both Aquariuses. Me and Shay never stood foot in the same room ever in life. She gets so many DMs of y'all fucking, y'all gotta be, y'all too close. I'm like, bro, I have not hugged her, touched her hand, anything. In life.
If y'all got good chemistry, y'all got good chemistry, which entitles to make a good show. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, you gotta let people believe what they want to believe. It is what it is.
Oh yeah, you say it all the time. Like, it's like a running gag on the show now. Like
that's your podcast.
I got the biggest peen in the world if me and Shay fucking. I tell you that right now.
Don't do her. Do not do her.
I'm 3,000 miles away. There's no way in the world I can get to it. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. My ringtone
was. Oh no.
I think it was the episode I was on. I'm about to say don't do that.
But no,
I watched that last night, by the way.
I think there are a lot of misconceptions when it comes to just having male-female friendships or relationships and things like that. But then, like, even just trying to stay within the topic, like, how do Black men even build your networks, like, because that's generally how you build your network. Most of the time it's through a woman, unless it's direct through like your homeboy.
Yeah.
That's how I met Leo.
Everybody is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
everybody's
not
your homeboy.
Yeah.
And then, you know, everybody else is kind of like off of that.
Yeah, yeah, that's how I met Leo. Like I'm married. Me and Leo never talked nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Met her, did a photo shoot. She did photo shoot with my peoples that was there. She came to an event of a photo shoot. Shot her.
Leo.
And the funny thing about it is, the whole time me and Leo talking, my wife was in the room. I didn't give a fuck. And well, my ex-wife. They would just say, people would be like, "What you meant?" Nah, my ex-wife. Yeah, I was in the room.
The comments about to light up now. Like, hold up! Wow.
Yeah.
That's what we doing.
The funny thing about it is, my ex-wife was with us that weekend. Came through. Not only she came through, did makeup, came through also and participated in the shoot as well.
In the shoot, yeah.
Yeah, so it was just that's how networking is. Like, you never know who you're gonna meet, and sometimes you don't know, like, you know, the conversation that's gonna be held. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, this weekend, it was funny as hell because I got to actually meet these people for the first time,
face to face,
and it was hilarious, nonstop laugh. And my old ass, all I did was sleep, shoot, and laugh. Oh yeah, I had a good ass burger too, Pablo. That burger was straight off the airport, straight out the airport, dog. That shit slapped. And then I went to Sharks, went crazy.
Girl, I took him to Maxwell's.
Chicago people went to Sharks and Maxwell's.
I went to Sharks and went
crazy. To Maxwell's.
So, went crazy. I'm talking. I had that shit 2 days back to back. I ain't know what to do with myself.
Women, the way y'all choose friends is different. How men choose friends.
How?
Right? Women. So women choose their friends by the person. Like, she's a good person. That's a good personality trait. That's that third. Men have one thing in common with another man. That's a 20-year relationship with two men. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, okay.
That nigga love barbecuing.
Right? So every time we hang out, we barbecuing. You see what I'm saying?
Barbecuing and smoking cigars.
Right. So we can say, you know, I love this girl, this, that, and the third. Barbecue can be like, but is she fucking? Like, we don't know the other side of him. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
So it's hard for us to have that, like, that network of male friends of saying, you know, like-minded men is like, we just gonna do this, you know. And then we awkward as hell. We don't like to talk to men as is. So, like,
no, that's not true. That's not
it
true.
Is. A lot of men do not like to talk to other men.
Not true. Like, I have to say it has shifted a little because there's some people I just met and they be telling me to, like, I don't make it awkward, but it really is some awkward shit. Like, they'll come and start telling you shit that you be like, I don't think you should be telling me this.
Yeah, the younger culture is a little bit more open.
Yeah, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna make it a safe. Like, I'm gonna make it a safe space, but bro, I don't want it to be a safe. This is a big TMI moment.
TMI.
Yeah, but men, I think a lot of people have. I think times have changed. Like, to be all closed in all the time, yeah, that shit is a drag. It is. It's a drag. But it's tiring.
Some men don't feel comfortable talking to other men about their feelings.
I don't think you could talk about your like sometimes, like me, I'm easy as long as I could release my thoughts. I'm good.
Yeah, because like when I went to Best Friend, you know, back long time ago, Bernie Mac voice. And I was engaged, and it for whatever reason it fell through. I went to him emotional, like, yo, I think I'm just gonna try to get her back. This, the third. He was like, nah, fuck her. Like, that was the first thing out of his mind. Like, fuck her. Okay. Yeah. Like, you're fucked up right now because of her. So I don't like her no more. And it's over. Like, that's it. So there's some people who just don't have that emotional intelligence to have those conversations with.
But that wasn't emotional intelligence. He told you how he felt.
It could have been something simple we could have made up, and I could have been married for 35 years. See,
but that's
no.
Or he could have.
I said that those kind of friends are the ones. I think those friends are the ones who truly love you.
He does,
and they are very protective of those people because
his old Pisces.
That's how I am. Like
I have several friends like that, so yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say, "Girl, fuck him," but
I'm not gonna hold you. I forgot when I told you I was
probably would. I would more so be like, tell me more.
Right. See, I can take that.
No. Can I be honest with you? That's
like after I've heard,
I need to know.
After I've heard the situation and the scenario, then I'll probably be like, girl, nah, fuck all that. Yeah. And then after that, like, if you go back, that's on you. But I promise you, don't ask me to talk to that motherfucker.
That part, I'm not having
because you just had my friend crying and snotting and all this other shit, and you put her through the ringer, and you didn't have to do her like that. And so, because you did do her like that, I'm not gonna judge her for her choices. I'm not gonna judge her for her choices to go back with your little raggedy ass. But what I am going to do is, I promise you, I'm not gonna be engaged in much conversation with you. That's why people don't tell me shit. Cause why you fucking with them? Why you fucking with them?
You can leave them the fuck alone.
You could have left them the fuck alone and not did nothing.
I just told Leo about my situation when I was getting divorced. I told her, she was like this. Tell me more. What happened? Because she knew both parties.
Right.
So I think she was way more broken down. And then she was like, what you want to do? I said, what you mean? There's nothing. I'm getting a divorce. And she was like,
I was like, oh, well, shit. I mean, like, you know, I'm like, and y'all know, I be trying to like be a voice of reason and shit.
Yeah, she was trying to be. And once I was like, there's nothing
like,
to do.
Maneuver
it's done.
Through the cracks and crevices and shit.
She was like, okay. And here's her favorite line. What do you want me to do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And right there, that's what I was like.
What you need from me?
Yeah, what you need from me, or what you want me? No, with hers. What do you want me to do? And I was like, okay, that's
you need
weird.
Something from me?
Yeah, I got stuck right there. That's when I got stuck because nobody, like, a lot of people, nobody ever asked me that. What do you want?
Do you know how many people I have encountered when I ask them that they never know how to reply to that, or when I say, "How can I support you today?" They be like,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When you first started saying it, I thought it was lip service. That's why I had no answer for you.
No, she thought it was lip service.
I was like, oh, she just being nice. Okay.
She's been doing that. She, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's one thing I give her that, which a lot of
friends, I know now.
A lot of my friends, I can't give them that. She's been the same since I met her.
Yeah, I know now. That first 6 months though, I was like, oh yeah, she's
been the same since I met her. So I'll be like this, huh? Okay.
But there have been like even guys that I've like started talking to and stuff. Yeah. They don't know how to. They're like, girl, what the fuck you want from me? Man, I don't want shit from you. Like, I'm not even the person that asks people for shit. Like, I figure it out. That's generally my consensus. I figure it out. But even in those spaces, like dudes that I'm dating, they don't know how to. So let me ask that question. Like, when you do meet somebody that you're uncertain of how to navigate those spaces when it comes to dating with them, like, do y'all have those conversations too, or no?
No.
With my friends,
or do y'all just be sitting up here with your friends?
I mean, we'll have this conversation.
Yeah, that's the conversation I usually have. Like, I don't know the next step. I don't know the next move. Then that's when they're like, how you feel? You know, and they'll put me in scenarios like, if the house is on fire, would you grab her ass? Like, you know what I'm saying? They'll say some wild shit like that. And I'm like, Yeah, I think I can grab her. I think I'll grab her out the house. I don't know.
No, I think I grab her out the house.
I mean, I think I got it. You pick
Yeah,
it up.
you know, I think I'll go get her. I think I'll go get her. You know, like so. Yeah, we don't. I have those conversations. Like, yeah, like I'm confused. I need help. She dope as hell. Then we start weighing the good and the bad. If you can outlive the bad, then fuck it, try it out. So.
Okay.
Some niggas be like, she snores with her mouth open. I don't fuck with it. I'm like,
drop your dick in it.
The mouth open.
Go to. Hey, yo. I'm about to say go to sleep first. Your ass over there.
I mean, either one works, but let's take a brief pause for the calls to make sure we pay some of the bills real quick, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna continue with this conversation. Join the Fat Girl Chronicles this October as we launch our powerful, thought-provoking, and real deal series called Real Black Dissertations. Each episode takes an academic-style deep dive into everyday Black life, unpacking cultural practices, family dynamics, urban living, and sustainability in ways that are relatable, insightful, and inspiring. From our first episode, my homeboy said what's up, exploring Black male bonding and courting, to close my door, you letting my air out, a look at home sustainability practices in the Black community. We'll break down real conversations that matter. Tune in for episodes filled with humor, intellect, and a celebration of the beauty and challenges of Black culture. You don't want to miss this series this October. Tune in. And we is back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
So to kind of go back to all of the different dynamics of friendships and how y'all started dating and how y'all courting and all of the other conversations that y'all have, like, what are some of the things that you have learned from your friend groups or even just like your networks in general? Like us here is a network of collectives. So even this collective of people, this network, what have you learned about building healthier relationships and even about more empathetic relationships overall?
It's okay to allow people to love you. I've learned that from this network. Not everybody has an agenda. I also learned that from this network. And it's okay to express myself and not fear it being used against me. Except for Ayla, but that is what it is.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm sitting over here about to say something all nice.
Nah, but yeah. I've learned those things. Is you guys taught me to put down the wall, the fear wall, and I really appreciate y'all for that.
Love you.
Love you, Pablo.
Okay, that's good. Some good stuff. That's good stuff.
Not bad.
I ain't mad at it. What about you, Moses?
Because we waiting.
He thought because he was looking this way.
I don't know what he thought was happening. I'm like,
he like, maybe I'm invisible if I look away. Maybe they don't see me if I look away.
They go to sleep when the nigga asking for the tickets. Like, tickets.
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
What did you think was happening?
All right, so me to be real honest, I joined the show during a very crazy time in my life. And Yeah. You know what? I joined the show during a crazy time in my life. So basically, it's just I think the show has given me a lot of reassurances and people. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was in a very dark place. I was hating. Oh man, I was ooh. Toxicity was my middle name. So, and I bathed in it. And I literally lived in it. Everything that Pablo just said is not like I was not already there. Because if Leo knew me since before, she knows I was always a cool person. But after you go through a little situation like that, you kind of want to scratch everything you knew before and just want to be like, fuck everybody. So I just have to say, this show helped me rebuild who I am as a person. It's more of a rebuilding thing. It's more of a plant more reassurances of who I was prior. Everything. So that's one thing I have to say. I have to take my takeaway from everything.
That's what's up.
It's just like I said, I canceled my therapy session for the. I've been meaning to come back, but y'all been dropping these little topic things, and I'm like, you know what? Screw this. Therapy's on Tuesdays. Yeah, but so but that's how I feel like I'm healing. That's how I've been healing for the past 2 years. Being honest with you, it's just being around you guys, learning from you guys, hearing you guys speak, seeing where y'all came from, and see how you guys evolve. And it's helped me just either want to heal, or I'm not gonna say I'm healed, but it helped me just put some stuff away and stop. And get out my own life.
I wish I was healed.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not really big on being healed either. I'm not.
No, because it's a continuous journey.
Healing is a continuous journey.
I'm not too big on being healed either. So, but I'm just honestly, I take every moment and I enjoy it. Like I said, this weekend was an enjoyable weekend. And like you're
so annoying, bro.
So irritated.
It was an enjoyable weekend. Like I got out, I was doing something that I love. I met some incredible people, ate some good food.
Ayla too. Met Ayla too.
Ayla.
That's strange.
I met some incredible people, and it was so funny just trying to get them to do what I needed them to do, and it was a blast. I enjoyed it, and that's what it is. That's all I can say. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank y'all for being here.
Thank
y'all for being willing to go through the process, and
to have these conversations, because we know at first they was super uncomfortable.
Listen, especially that one at the top. He done got to talking, and there he just be going, and I'm like, okay then, okay, Moses.
We see the growth.
Get on in there. Get on in the game. I love it. But
like EA Sports.
Right, it's in the game. Because you just come out here and try to hide a little bit. And I am grateful for you jumping in the conversations and letting down that wall and being a little bit vulnerable and being able to allow yourself to be loved on in those different conversations, even though it was hard, or even if it was like rough to have those talks, you still allow them things to happen. So I'm grateful for those things for both of y'all, because a lot of times Black men don't even know where they can call a safe space. So I'm glad that this is one of the things y'all can call a safe space for y'all.
It's so funny,
but even y'all still doing it in the public setting too. That's the best part.
See, now you just said that. Now you just made the whole thing just nerve-wracking. But another thing, you just make my anxiety.
Because what it is that you're giving.
I was like public setting.
No, it's because you're giving somebody the permission to do the same. You're giving somebody else the permission to start the healing journey, to actually step outside of themselves and say, okay, well, I see that the work is being done, and that sometimes all somebody needs is to see somebody else's work being done. Like a division problem back in the day. Let me see your work, and I can figure out how to get it done.
That's how I met Unknown Journey. I've known Unknown Journey since Unknown Journey was a teenager. He's 30 years old now.
Okay.
He's been following me. He's been listening to the message, my mental health message, and all that good stuff since way back when. So like, yeah, I totally understand what you're saying.
That's what's up. See, and I mean, to any Black man that's out there working on himself, healing, growing, and doing all those things, hey, listen, I hope you continue to do so. I hope you continue on your journey. I hope that you find spaces where you can be yourself and be loved on and be vulnerable and all of those dope things, because it does take vulnerability. Like Jay-Z said, you can't heal what you don't reveal. So you got to reveal some shit in order to heal.
That part.
But that's the thing, though. That's one thing we really need to really emphasis on.
I'm sorry, 18. I've known him since he was 18, not 19.
I talk to a lot of my other friends, and they really don't feel like there's a lot of open forums for them to express themselves.
Yeah,
or
that's understandable.
Or they don't want and this is something I just recently saw. I recently seen another man actually, like what we hate most in the world is when somebody could take our information and use it against us.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw another man do that to another man, I was like, dog, we got the let's kill this nigga. Like, seriously, you don't do that to somebody. And this is why I feel like it's always going to be a problem for men to open up, because everybody's
because that was extreme.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say nothing.
But I understand.
But it's like, because my thing is, like, if you know how bad you don't like it done to you,
why would you?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Don't ever do that to somebody else. Yeah, so I wouldn't be caught dead doing it to somebody else. So if, like, Pablo told me something in confidence, then next week I'm gonna go while I'm talking to Ayla and Leo. Yo, Pablo said that. Whoa,
that's why me and a lot of my cousins
put him in a rage. That could mess with his mental health right there.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to snap off. He snaps off. Who's gonna blame him?
Because the one thing that does, it makes you try to figure out how you're supposed to respond in that space. And at that moment,
know how. You're not gonna know. It's gonna freak you. And so just to see that happen to another Black man, I looked at him, I was like, bro, whatever you want to do. You want to pop off, let's go. I had to give him that leeway. And be honest, I think since I spoke to him and told him if he wanted to do that, it kind of just calmed him down. And was like, because he saw somebody else seeing him.
Mm-hmm. He saw that he was seen in that moment, and he knew what was taking place.
So, and then I was willing to just be like, yo, if you want to pop off, bro. That was cold. And I told him that. I was like, yo, that's cold. What you want to do? You want to run up in his mouth? Let's go. Let's
FBI agent. That is Haitian Popsicle at gmail.com. Okay. That's where you need to go.
So how do you all, like, when you're in them spaces, or no, let me ask a different question. How do you all create safe spaces for each other?
I don't know.
That's $1 million question now.
Yeah, that's $1 million question. I don't. I just try to I just try to make sure whatever you tell me, I protect it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we tend to go to women more than the fellas, because you all know how to create a safe space for us.
Yeah. Whatever you if it's one of my brothers, like one of my bros, like one of my elite circle, if whatever they tell me in confidence, that stays there. Like, I don't even, honestly, if I could forget it after you tell me, it's even better.
That's real shit right there.
If I could forget it after you, because my thing is, if I forget it, then I can't use it. Like, it could never get to that point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so at least you told it to me. You got it off your chest. You feel better. Cool. Now let me forget it.
Yeah. I forget everything. There's some stuff I'm gonna die with that people
Exactly.
should be happy.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, I don't think, and the funny thing about it is, what's very hard is for like, well, I'm gonna speak for myself. What's very hard for me right now is trying to be a positive black man and a functional black man. Period.
Mhm.
Because you're constantly running into roadblocks, so that messes up with you being positive.
Yeah, they want us angry.
Yeah, the people want you angry. And the funny thing about it, like, I get it from my own kind. That's what really bothers me. It's like another black person is actually the one that's trying to really push me to that limit, and I constantly have to decompress. Like, go sit in the car somewhere and just go rock out. So it's a lot. So you just asked $1 million question. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I know.
Yep.
Unknown Journey said, I always make the space as comfortable for the person in pain as possible. You want to be outside, we outside. You want to be inside, we inside.
Unknown Journey, I'm coming down there for some Alabama ribs.
Oh, he lives in Alabama?
Yeah, he live in Alabama.
We there. They food hopping.
So how is it that black women can continue to make safe spaces for y'all?
That part.
I'm sorry, right here. Leo, we had this conversation. Like, now, right now, I think I'm at baby steps right now. Like, the betrayal is kind of real a little bit.
For me, it's just to be loving. A lot of black men, they yearn for that motherly love, because growing up, a lot of us had to be the man of the house, so we ain't get that nurturing that we were supposed to get. So just to get that feeling, like rub me on my back, like nothing matters. Just rub me on my back and say it's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying?
I want to rub a black man on his back.
That's all I'm saying. You gotta
understand. You gotta understand.
Right,
like the way y'all feel about forehead kissing, that's how we feel about getting rubbed on the back.
For real. But the funny thing about the reason I say I don't even feel like my trust factor has to be something different, because, like I said, I got betrayed by the woman I wanted to be my forever with.
Understandable.
So once you pick that person that you're forever, and she betrays you, it's a whole different, like, whoa, wait a minute.
I mean, I can understand that being portrayed.
It's a different level of regrouping.
Yeah. So you really got to regroup. Like even with with the women in my life right now, like my circle with women in my life right now is kind of real tight. And like I said, like I can't continue not to give Leo her praises, because I'm not gonna hold you. She did the work.
Yeah.
She's been in the mud with me, and I didn't even ask her to get in.
That's what, like, I'm just saying, like,
that's the
Leo there without even trying to be there.
And pull up her pants and walk.
You know what I mean? So when you got a woman like that, all right, cool. She's in the mud with you. All right, cool. I got you. Let's go. So that's why when me and her talk, we talk. But anybody else on the outside, you on the outside, and I'm treating you as such. Don't get twisted. I can smile and laugh with you all day, but push come to shove, if I have to save Leo or you,
you're gonna say Leo. I can see that. You
why you have to put you?
You was a little standoffish from me when we first encountered, and then you loosened up. It took you a minute. You got there.
Yeah,
you got there, but
I'm sorry that you saw that. I didn't mean that.
No, but see, the conversations that we had, it helped me to understand that. I didn't judge you off of that, because I understand. I think that sometimes the difference with a lot of Black women, and this is where I absolutely adore Leo, because I come across a lot of Black women in different spaces, but she's got to be a Black woman that's super close to how I perceive certain things. And what I mean by that is the understanding that everybody has their own mess going on. Everybody has something going on in their life, male, female. And then no matter what I've experienced or what I've been through in the past with whatever man, whatever female, whatever situation, I'm not carrying that on into the next friendship, the next relationship, because those two people are two different entities. And what this person did or how this person was may not be the same moving forward with this person. So I can't hold you to the same level that I'm holding that person. So I didn't do that to you. I was just like, okay, let me see what he about. And then after a while, we was locked in. It took a little while. I was like, okay, but I had to pay attention, and I'm like, okay. And then when we started to bond over the fact that both of us had literally just finished divorces at the same time, like we was literally both coming out of one, and we had those similarities, and we were able to like really bond off the fact that we understand the frustration and the pain and all of the work that it goes into being able to move forward after you've expected to live your life. You didn't seen all these things that you wanted to do, live your life, have a family, the vacations, Thanksgivings and Christmases and holidays, and do all this other stuff. And everything that you saw has been destroyed. So I understand it from my perspective, but to understand it from a male perspective, this would be like, honestly, probably like you're probably the only other man that I've noticed go through that and have to really rebuild from that. So I never held that against you, but I do. That's why I say when I see the growth, I mean that.
Some people don't think men go through it for divorce, and I've actually read the studies. They don't, really,
and it's awkward because I've seen it, and it's because you're not the only man I've seen go through that. It's shocking.
Like they really don't. They really don't understand that. Yo, we really go through the pain. We really go through.
Yeah, they don't think men go through anything. Like
they don't think we go.
The woman loses the child. The man loses the child too.
We lose.
Yeah, we lose.
I lost friends.
The same way.
I lost friends. I lost a house. I lost 3 kids, and I lost my wife. Let's think about that here. A short amount of time. So you just really got to be like, yo, they really don't think that you lose a lot, and then now you got to be like, fuck it. The world is against you. You have to put on that brave face, go tackle on whatever that's going to tackle on. You got to deal with that. And then, like I said, my dumb ass, I did a lot of dumb shit. So, like I said,
because sometimes we attach the trauma to, it's like, okay, a woman, whatever your situation was, this woman did this or this situation happened in that space. So we attach the trauma to what it looks like. So now the trauma is attached to most women that you may have encountered, some, not all the time, but sometimes. So it's just like what you say, being able to have an open space with a woman or to feel safe is not necessarily something that is like your go-to. It's not your initial thing. Like, I have a woman that I can talk to, but then now being able to have Leo in that space, you're like, okay, but it's still a hesitation there, not necessarily with her, but with any other woman that comes along. Because
it's a big hesitation. Like, I gotta really think things through if I give it up. Like, if I be like, yo, wait, yo.
And this is why y'all gotta start back courting. Boom, brought it back in there.
I like that. Good segue. But guess what?
See what I did there.
But
guess what?
We got to stop having sex too.
Bang.
Yeah, you got to stop having sex too.
You got to stop being lustful. I'm just saying. I'm not gonna hold you. Shit. You go through a lot of pain.
Like real courting.
Wait a minute. I was going to answer this question for me. I want you and the audience that, like, what's your name? Unknown Journey. You've been kind of hitting on the cue. Why, when you're hurting, you're horny?
It's a different.
It's not even that you're actually horny. I can answer that for you.
Yeah, go ahead, Leo.
It's not that you're actually horny. It's that you are actually numb and you are trying to make yourself feel something.
Mm-hmm.
You are trying to do everything to make yourself feel something enjoyable. You're trying to make yourself feel something, or make yourself feel something exciting, something dangerous, something daring, other than pain, sadness, anger. You're trying to attach yourself to something opposite of what you are already feeling. And it's hard. And a lot of times the first go-to is sex, because it's easier to feel something in sex.
That's
Yeah.
The prime example, Will Smith, when he did all them wild ass, like jumping out the plane and all that shit, when he was going through the ugly shit, he was trying to feel something other than the other shit she was putting him through.
And he was doing all that adrenaline rush and stuff.
Yeah.
That wasn't necessarily my experience.
I don't understand that relationship.
Yeah, that wasn't necessarily my experience when I was going through my pain. I actually just didn't want to be around anybody. I had a sense of I didn't want to feel anything, because everything that I felt was like, it felt like pain. So I didn't necessarily have the horny aspect. The horny aspect didn't come until I started working on the healing part. But that wasn't necessarily. It was the opposite of trying to feel something. It was more or less that I was craving intimacy. It wasn't necessarily horniness in the full way. It was more of like intimacy.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's not even horny. You're not even horny. It's that your body and your hormones and everything else is like the hormones that create or make you horny. Like your body don't know. Your body doesn't separate them to say, oh, this is sadness. Like, I don't know. Right, and I'm just be honest. I don't necessarily know how all of that work. I mean, maybe I need to go back and watch a couple of episodes of the Magic School Bus. But I honestly think
that was on the Magic School Bus about being horny. Okay.
Like, no, not about being horny, but the hormones in the body. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Because I'm about to be like,
yeah, like they talked about the body in general. They talked about, you know, all of those things. But just what I'm saying is like the body, it's not necessarily that you're horny. It's the fact that you want to feel something other than. So a lot of the times our brains automatically go to sex because it is exciting. Your hormones are rushing. You get to feel all of these different things within your body outside of pain. Even though the pain is still there, you get to feel all of these other rushes of good feelings and, oh, that was amazing. And then post-nut clarity, now you back sad.
And your hair looking like this when you finish.
Right. Looking like red from the 5 heartbeats.
And depending on what you got going on, because it may not necessarily be from a relationship. It can be from all kind of stuff that you're in pain and healing from. You know, death, losing a job, shit, all types of stuff. But even in that sense and in that space, you end up creating a situation around you where you're hurting other people as well. So now it's a cycle. So now not only are you doing things to make yourself feel good that you know will hurt somebody else, you're doing it with the intention to make you feel better. And now you have to come back because eventually it's going to catch up to you. And now you got to come back, you got to apologize and you got to deal with that.
That's one thing I was trying to, like when I was going.
Do what?
That's something I didn't want to do was bleed on people. What?
Yeah, you can't bleed on people.
Yeah, I didn't want to bleed on people.
Yeah, and sometimes even keeping distance from people is bleeding on people.
I didn't get that. That's one thing I didn't get because my cousin said the same thing to me. He was like, "Yo, well, you don't call me in a week, I feel some type of way." I'm like, "What?" I said, "Bro, I was going through some shit. I didn't want to." He's like, "I need you to call me."
Because
break it down, Leo.
Yep.
That ain't your business.
Before Pablo exited the chat.
That is not your business. If something is going on with you that you feel the need to have a conversation with somebody about, and you know that you have people that care for you, that are looking out for you, that are intentionally focused on like giving care to you, or people that just love you in general, you reaching out to them to say, hey, can you have a conversation with me? Hey, can we have a talk? Hey, do you have a moment so like I can just get some shit off my chest? People who love you will make room for you. Yeah, like people who love you will make room for you.
That part.
And so it does make people who genuinely fucking love you feel a way when you be like, oh, I ain't want to keep bothering you.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you mean bothering me? You're not bothering me.
But
and like y'all do that all the time. Y'all do it, all of y'all all the time. I mean, I know you be busy all the time. That's not your fucking business. If there's a need,
it is not my. That would make no sense.
It's not your business. That is not your business. It is not your business. If
Pablo, please help me here. Please make it.
I told you, Pablo left the chat. Pablo ain't here no more. I already know where this was going.
Hear me.
You just
that if there is a need, if there is a need on your end that you need fulfilled, and you might be like, oh, well, maybe she's busy. Well, you won't fucking know until you reach out.
Yep, you have no clue.
You can't say maybe she busy, maybe she tired, maybe she sleep. Well, you over there guessing when you took 20 minutes to guess, and it would have only taken you 3 to 5 seconds to send a text. Hey, are you busy? Can we?
I understand.
Can we talk?
I understand that, but you see where you're coming from. Like, here's the key word: perspective. So you're thinking like that, but you got to understand my train of thought.
I do, but that's why it's also a reminder that it's not your business.
What?
Let me ask you a question.
This is the conversation Leo had in 2021.
I got a question, Mo. Can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question. Yes, you got love for Leo. You love Leo.
Yeah, definitely.
So when you're going through and you are shutting her out, you make her feel unloved, like you don't love her or have love for her. That's what that feeling is. So when somebody is super concerned about you and you mean a lot to them, they love you and they care for you, and they just want to be there for you, and
you intentionally
avoid the conversation,
saying anything or having a conversation. Now it's like, oh, so you treat me like them other bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It's a level of not maybe this person doesn't love me as much as I care and love for them.
Mm.
You saw that face he just made. He like, oh fuck.
That's why Pablo just like, I'm over here, man.
I'm not here.
No, but I'm not here. Like, Ayla, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never, like, I have to say that I've been used to somewhat disappointment. So my thing is, my vision on a lot of things is like, you know what?
That's the wrong door to go down, boss. Wrong door to go down.
No. No, I'm not going down a door. I'm just saying this is what if this is how you are built, that's you're move on the way you're built, my guy.
Yeah, I get it.
You can rebuild.
You're right. But guess what? Ain't that what we're doing here?
Time.
Yeah, it's time. Like, yeah, this is what we're doing here. Yeah, this is what we're doing here. It's the rebuilding process. But my thing is, you cannot like you just said, you've been single for a long time, and when you get into some relationship, it's gonna take a adjustment period. Mm-hmm. It's an adjustment period. So even for me, like if I'm trying to like when I'm like I'm not used to having everybody on like yo. Like if you're not used to having people in your corner, or you got them fake friends, or you got whatever, and like, don't get it twisted. It takes a certain amount of events for you to start figuring out who's who for you.
True.
I'm not gonna lie. It took my divorce for me to figure out who's who for me. And once I figured it out, then I started pushing. You know, I started tagging people in different corners, and that was it. And once and I'm still tagging people to this day. In different corners, and that's still a job to do. That's still a job to do, because now you have to now I'm trying to protect my peace, my state of mind. I'm running back and forth. I'm not stable because I'm running back and forth. Like, it's a whole lot going on that people just don't even understand. But guess what? Like I said, you still got to figure it out. When you're trying to figure it out, and then somebody else wants to care for you, it's just like I said, it's something that you're not used to, and you're like, you know what, fuck it. I'll get back to that person when I got the time. And it's not intentional, but it just happens.
And then sometimes you have to make sure you are around people who hear you when you're silent or when you're quiet.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
I know if I go more than about, I'm gonna say 3 days, and I don't hear nothing from Moses. And when I say hear nothing, I mean not a text message, not a phone call. Because generally, like sometime between 7 and 10 a.m., we usually have a random phone call. It's either I'm calling him or he calling me. And if I don't have one of them in a couple of days, I'll be like, okay. I be clocking all of y'all, and that be the funny part. I be clocking every one of y'all like, he been quiet, she been quiet. She ain't saying nothing.
That's true.
Sure is.
She sure told me, I know when you got something
nothing.
going on. I'm like, girl, what? Why is you paying attention?
Hey, nigga.
You get the hey nigga? Damn, dog.
Yeah, y'all. He get the hey nigga.
You get the hey nigga?
Every time.
Damn. I don't get hey nigga. I'd be like,
sir.
Yeah, that's what I get. I get the sir.
Oh yeah, I'm in trouble.
No. I get the sir, but normally she'll hit me up like I said the last time. We had the because I was just off an argument.
Or I hit y'all with the eyeballs.
Oh yeah, the eyeballs too.
Mm-hmm.
I hit y'all with them eyeballs and the
eyeballs. Definitely eyeballs.
I started
y'all all right?
I just started
No. They hit you on eyeballs on all platforms too. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook.
Boy, shut up. I'll be out here stalking y'all now.
Not Leo stalking. That's crazy.
Yo, she with the eyeballs on all social
man.
media platforms. Instagram, Facebook.
I will hit you on your phone and I give y'all time to reply.
And mind you, she has access to my Instagram.
Wild business.
Yeah,
Wild.
so I see when the message come to you.
Yeah, exactly. So I know you got it because I saw you get it.
Because I saw it come to me.
I saw it coming.
So I know it came to you.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but yeah, I think one of the two things. One, when it comes to courting and dating, we definitely have to be more intentional about those things. And whoever you start talking to next, try to go into it without the thought of sex being a priority, or try to withhold sex and see what the conversation holds, or see what that conversation brings, or see if there is any conversation at all outside of sex, because sometimes you realize that people don't have shit else to talk about other than sex. They don't have shit else to talk about other than all types of sex, sending pictures and videos. That's all they really got. And then if that's the motive, or if that's all they talk about, then you know where they stand. But also, on the flip side of that, when we as Black women and Black men are able to start having conversations and actually truly dating each other, going on real dates, making plans, making romance and intimacy and connection a priority, then we'll see those shifts. Yeah, we'll see those shifts in how we operate with each other individually and collectively. Because if we are treating each other with so much care that we are planning intentional dates and we taking sex off the table and we making sure that the dates that we plan are specifically for that person and all those kind of things, then that'll trickle down to our kids and the teenagers, and how all of the over sexualization and stuff trickled down, and now sex is every fucking where. Like you can't look at nothing, see nothing, hear nothing without nobody talking about sex.
Somebody needs to get.
That's why women can't have vaginal orgasms. Because there's no buildup.
There's no buildup.
There's no buildup.
He's 100% right about that one.
Yeah, like the courting process, that's the buildup. Like, oh my God, he's so handsome. You know what I mean? Oh my God, we did
the romance, the intention.
Yeah, all that. That's building it up. So when you do have your first time, it's special. You know, that's why you think grandma never left Pop. They built that shit up, and then when he finally laid it down, she's like, I ain't going no motherfucking where.
I ain't going nowhere. But I remember being courted and all of the talks on the phone. Like that's one of the things I miss. Yeah. Like I miss laying up on the phone with a motherfucker. Like, God damn, y'all don't want to talk about nothing.
Get the fuck off the phone.
I can't lay up here with you and tell you why I want to watch Tom and Jerry.
Shit. Nah, hold up.
My favorite episode of Family Guy. Like we can't talk about the sun, moon, and the stars.
No, you go to sleep.
Listen.
You go to sleep.
Oh you go to sleep. You go to sleep. Nah, I'm just gonna stay on the phone till I fall asleep.
You sound tired. Go to sleep. Nah, you go to sleep.
I fell asleep. I fell asleep on the phone with somebody. There's nothing more crazy when you heard the person snore.
Yes.
Guess what?
You learn
I'm good for falling asleep.
Guess what? And then when you think it's adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think it's adorable.
Cause it ain't that loud on the phone.
You hit a little.
Oh no. I heard this person go do a whole.
Oh, dude.
And I was like,
low key. Wait, one day I was so motherfucking tired. I was dog tired. And I'm still trying to be a trooper and do Thursday Night Live, and I think them motherfuckers heard me snore.
Man. Leo turned the camera off. She just stopped talking. I was like,
I mean, and they heard me breathing, and then they was like, they said something, and I think it was like about 25, 30 minutes left. And they was like, Leo, you good? And I was like, Then woke back up and got right back into the show because I was over here like,
took a nice little nizz.
Listen, had a quick 15 on the show and got back to it. And I was like, y'all, I'm so sorry. They was like, nigga, we knew when you got quiet.
Yeah, it was quiet.
And your mic wasn't muted.
Right.
Nigga, we knew you was asleep. But like even like just being on the phone, I am that girl. Like, don't text me to death. Don't text me to death. I love phone calls.
I love a good blend.
I love phone calls.
I love the phone call when you getting off of work. You want to tell me about your day, and we talking about the shit that didn't happen or whatever, or just having whatever random conversation, or even just texting throughout the day. And then by the time we talk, it's like, hey, that damn meme you said was funny as fuck. Like, just it's something about just having.
And if I want to talk to you instead of listening to my music, I like you.
I like you if I want to, because if my song on, I'm gonna be like, then you call. Okay.
And I answered.
Hey,
sir, you are on the like list. Let's see where this goes.
That's when you hit her with, what you know about that? You gotta hit her with that. What you know about that?
Song? What you know about that song?
So basically, y'all want some 1980s and 90s love.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm an 80s, 90s girl, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because
that's why I said, run me on my back, baby. It'll be okay.
I've gotten to the point where I know, like,
or to put the nails in the back of the head. Oh God.
That this.
Yeah, that. Oh my God.
Jesus.
You saw we already knew.
Oh, yeah, Lord.
Yeah, and then the smaller.
I'm sorry. So
just
when you first got your license,
that little part right there.
You know, when you first got your license, right, and then you going on a nice little date, and then y'all go to that part, just by the water.
Yeah, go to the park
by the water, and then all of a sudden she just, and you try to be, you on your best behavior, you trying to be a gentleman, you holding, and then she just reach her hand. You be like, oh, God. I'm sorry.
Reach
But
up and
I
reach
mean,
your
but
will.
yeah, like
Retro round.
I know I'm at the point in my life now, like that surface level shit don't work for me no more.
No, it does
Like
not.
if I can't really get to know you, I don't even want to be involved with you. I don't want to continue. Like even if I can't express myself to you authentically without you feeling the need to kind of pull away or feel away, because that's how I am. I'm an expressive person. And if I can't do that genuinely with you, then I don't need to talk to you.
And I don't want to have to pull conversation out of you.
That either.
Like if I'm pulling conversation out of you,
out of a booty, I don't want to do it.
You're not interested at all. And then you sit over there.
Pablo.
The next thing you know, you get a message like, "Dang, you just ain't talking to me no more because you ain't talking about shit. There's nothing that you are saying. You're not even trying. It's just a good morning, good evening. How was your day?
What color panties you got on?
Okay.
Oh my God, we gonna have that. That's gonna be another conversation for another day.
No, that escalates quick. Quick. Especially when you don't have the right timing for that. Nigga.
Piss you clean off.
That escalates quick.
Who said I'm wearing panties? Oh, you one of those. Okay.
It will piss you clean off. Like
unless I fuck with you for real and we like really in it and you ask me some shit like that, but it's just randomly we talking.
First, that could kill the whole.
That could kill the whole vibe. It's like, did y'all see that video? I don't know if it was it was like a video or something like that, and the girl was talking to the guy and they was dating or whatever, and they was having real good conversation. Then it struck like midnight. And then he was like,
and the shit changed up. His voice changed
up. I was like, that is so real. Because it's like, yeah, I ain't doing nothing, just getting
because
sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Booty call hours change. That shit like daylight savings time. Like there's certain hours in the day you can't come to a man's house.
And shit. Yeah.
Like you come to a man's house around 10 o'clock at night.
Don't be knocking on my door. First thing first, don't knock on my door at 9:45. First of all, booty call hours change due to your age rate. The age, yeah. So I'm over 40. So I'm thinking from 7:30
hours is 8:30.
Yeah, 8:30 to
okay. If you come over my house during one Chicago, my nigga.
What? Yeah.
Don't interrupt my void time. That's all I'm saying.
Don't interrupt.
John, motherfucking Hank void is on, and you come knocking on my door.
Don't. I was trying to see him when I was out there. I was looking. I was like, "What, John? What is that?"
I'm gonna be nice.
Lord.
I was.
Well, y'all see how this story ended. We gonna have to double back on this.
So basically, you can't two-man somebody 35 and over. You heard what Leo said. She ain't got no time for none of that.
I ain't got time for that.
Nobody got time for that.
I mean, two-man now is kind of corny. It is.
The young bulls do it. If you go on TikTok, they got all the they record themselves doing
leave that to them. Leave that to them.
Corny.
Yeah.
Y'all old heads get off TikTok trying to get fucking.
First and first, why we on? No, my thing is, if I'm going on TikTok, I'm going to TikTok just to watch and laugh. I'm not trying to do that thing in real life.
No, the old niggas, they come up there with their drinks in their hand. Like, how y'all doing, ladies?
Can I buy you a drink?
Yeah, I mean, bouncing the shoulders.
Wait a minute.
That's the old man too, man.
About that though. Can I buy you a drink? Oh, what if I send a drink over?
Don't send me nothing.
They don't like that. They don't like you sending drinks.
Don't send me a drink.
Yeah,
that should change. Okay.
Don't
send you nothing.
Jog them up or something.
I don't know what happened in that drink, where that drink came from, and it may.
But that's the thing. It's not coming from me.
They don't care.
It may not even be the drink I like.
Nope.
Yes, it would. What if we said, bartender,
take her to the bar.
Drinking.
Take her to the bar. Let her order her drink. That's how it's supposed to work. Yep. If they don't order the drink, they don't want it. It ain't like the old days.
There has been situations where the bartenders were working with the guys. Yep. And
that was on SVU.
Can I be real with you? You see how disconnected I am? Because I haven't been doing this.
No, that's definitely been a situation. That's definitely been a thing that has definitely happened. And I've known women.
It was an SVU episode. It wasn't.
But I know women personally who was like, he bought me a drink, And I don't know. We just ended up how you end up. I don't, you know. So
She slipped and fell. You know how that go.
She slipped and fell because she don't remember half the shit. She just woke up somewhere.
You're right. That was an SVU episode. My apologies.
Yeah, you know what, y'all.
It's on SVU.
And on that note,
I'll tell you,
we getting ready to go ahead and end this thing. We want to thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure that y'all like, share, and hit that subscribe button on YouTube if that's where you're tuning in from. Other than that, make sure you join us again next week, because we are doing real Black dissertations all month long. And next week, our conversation is That's My Play Cousin. We talking about kinship ties and blood bonds within the African American family.
Oh, you talking about that play cousin? Okay.
Is it
because
really
your mama's best friend kids is your cousins. Okay.
They are. I thought you were talking about the other play cousins.
Yeah, the one that really ain't the play cousin. That one.
Yeah.
But you say it is.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
We talking about those.
Okay.
Your mama's best friend kids is your play cousin. Okay. And so all month long we are doing real Black dissertations, and let's make sure y'all tune in week. And then also this Friday the aunties are back, so make sure y'all join us. We are celebrating something very special this month.
Why are you looking at that?
I'm selling prison photos.
Okay. Because Leo done paused, so we celebrating October is kink month, so we will be talking about
pausing that face stuff.
I don't even know why that face is the pause one. That's why I'm trying to keep it going. That's why I'm trying to keep it going. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
That face.
She's still muted. You still
mute, Leo.
Muted.
I don't even know what happened. My computer said, "No, I'm cool on whatever is going on," and it literally just died on me. So I don't know.
You had the meanest smirk.
I saw it.
I'm selling prison photos.
You know what? Don't start with that. But y'all, we getting ready to get up out of here. We thank y'all for tuning in. It's your girl Leah Rochelle. We got Haitian boy Moses in the building. Ayla, aka Coach Coco, and none other than Pablo. We signing out. We will see y'all on the flip side of things. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all join us on Friday for the Crazy Rich Aunties, and then next week for That's Just My Play Cousin. And y'all know what I say, whatever you do for the rest of the evening and the rest of the week, don't do it with your half-ass, y'all. Do it with your whole ass. 2 fingers, y'all. We up out this thing. Peace.
Bye.
2 for 10s. 2 for 10s.
Yeah.
Boy.
2.
You gotta do it with your whole ass.